Conclusion. Listen to me closely, because we are at the end of the road, and I need you to understand something fundamental. Before you close this book and go back to your life, you are probably terrified right now. If you actually read this book, and I mean read it, not just skimmed it, looking for a magic pickup line, you should be feeling a mixture of exhilaration and absolute terror. That terror is good. That terror is the feeling of your old self dying. It is the sound of the scaffolding coming down. You spent 20, 30, maybe 40 years building a persona based on being a good boy. You built a life on a premise that if you were compliant, if you were safe, if you suppress your nature and apologize for your existence, the world would reward you with love and loyalty. And now you are standing in the rubble of that lie. You realize that the good boy was just a fearful boy. You realize that the nice guy was a manipulator who was trading his dignity for a pat on the head. And you realize that the woman you have been terrified of losing is actually just a passenger on a ship that you forgot how to captain. This isn't the end of the work. This is the first day of the job. You don't get a diploma for reading this. You don't get a bell. You get a wake-up call. The alarm is ringing, stupid. It's time to get up. We're going to take one last look at the map before I push you out of the plane. We're going to synthesize everything we've talked about into a singular operational philosophy that you can carry into the fire. Because make no mistake, the fire is coming. The moment you start acting like a man, the world is going to test you. Your woman is going to test you. Your mother is going to test you. Even your friends, those miserable bastards who love your weakness because it makes them feel safe in theirs, are going to test you. You need to be ready. The great unlearning, killing the editor. The first and most violent act you must commit is the murder of your internal editor. Remember him? That little voice that filters your truths? The one that says, don't say that, she'll get mad. Or if you do that, you won't get laid. That voice is the voice of a slave. It is the voice of a man who is negotiating for his survival rather than dictating his terms. Throughout this book, we have talked about righteousness. Righteousness is not about being perfect. It is about being aligned. It is about closing the gap between what you feel in your gut and what comes out of your mouth. You have to understand that every time you edit yourself to keep the peace, you are declaring war on your own soul. You are telling your subconscious mind that your reality is secondary to hers. You are telling yourself that her emotional comfort is more important than your truth. And over time, that self-betrayal rots you from the inside out. It turns you into a resentful, passive-aggressive shell of a man who snaps over dish soap because he couldn't say no to a dinner party 3 weeks ago. To be free, you must be willing to be the villain in her story. You must be willing to be called selfish, insensitive, asshole, and cold. You must wear those labels like armor. Because in the language of the manipulated man, selfish just means you prioritize your happiness. Insensitive just means you refuse to be held hostage by her emotions. Asshole just means you stood your ground. When you kill the editor, you become dangerous. And I keep telling you, women love danger. They don't want to be hurt, but they want to know that you could hurt them, not physically, but that you have the power to disrupt their world because you are a force of nature. A man without the capacity for mayhem is not virtuous. He is just harmless. And women do not respect harmless men. They keep them as pets. The captain's code, happiness trickle-down theory. If there is one concept I want tattooed on your brain, it is the happiness trickle-down theory. You've been brainwashed with happy wife, happy life. That is a lie designed to turn you into a servant. It suggests that the source of joy in the household is the woman, and your job is to facilitate her whims so that she might sprinkle some happiness dust on you. The truth is the opposite. Happy king, happy kingdom. You are the captain. She is the passenger. If the captain is running around the deck, sweating, panicked, asking the passengers, are you okay? Is the ride smooth enough? Do you like the direction we're going? The passengers are going to be terrified. They are going to mutiny. They are going to scream. Why? Because they realize no one is driving the boat. But if the captain is in the wheelhouse, calm, confident, steering toward a destination that he chose because he wants to go there, the passengers relax. They might complain about the route. They might say, I wanted to go to Cabo, not Jamaica. But deep down, they feel safe. They feel safe because there is a strong hand on the wheel. Your happiness must be the non-negotiable axiom of your life. You do things because they please you. You pursue your mission because it fulfills you. You engage in hobbies because they recharge you. And here's the magic trick. When you are genuinely happy, not performatively happy, but deeply selfishly happy, that energy overflows, it trickles down. Your woman bathes in the surplus of your joy. She feels your stability. She sees a man who is full and she wants to be near that fullness. But you cannot fill her cup if yours is empty. You cannot save her from her emotional storms if you are drowning in your own neediness. You have to put your oxygen mask on first. You have to secure your own happiness with a ruthless dedication. And if she doesn't like your happiness, if she is miserable because you are happy doing something that doesn't involve her, let her be miserable. That is her choice. You are not the god of her emotions. You are the god of your own environment. If she wants to sit in the rain while you enjoy the sun, that is her prerogative. But do not dim your sun to match her clouds. The nature of the beast, order versus chaos. We spend a lot of time talking about fish and fishermen, about the ocean and the boat, about order and chaos. You are a logical creature. You want A plus B to equal C. You want the rules to be written down and followed. She is an emotional creature. She wants A plus B to equal purple because Tuesday felt sad. The biggest source of your exhaustion has been your attempt to impose your logic on her emotion. You have been trying to use Excel spreadsheets to explain a hurricane. You have been bringing receipts to a knife fight. Stop it. You must accept her nature. She is the weather. She changes. She storms. She shines. She gets cold for no reason. She gets hot for no reason. You cannot fix the weather. You can only build a strong house. You are the logical anchor. Your job is not to join her in the chaos. Your job is to stand still. When she is spinning out, when she is throwing a karate kick to test your defense, you do not react with anger. You do not react with logic. You react with indifference. I see you're upset. That sucks. I'm going to go watch the game. This is the time machine. You know her. You know that in 20 minutes or 2 hours or 2 days, this storm will pass. Why would you mortgage your peace for a temporary weather pattern? Why would you burn down the house because it's raining outside? By refusing to participate in her chaos, you force her to deal with herself. You hold up a mirror, and eventually she will calm down and come seeking your stability. She needs your rock to break her waves against. If you turn into water, there is nothing for her to hold on to. The ultimate weapon, the willingness to lose. This brings us to the nuclear option. The only thing that gives you any leverage in this life. The only thing that separates a free man from a slave. The willingness to lose. You have to be willing to walk away. You have to be willing to lose the girl, lose the house, lose the comfort, lose the status of being in a relationship to save your soul. I know it sounds extreme. I know you're thinking, but Patrice, I love her. We have kids. We have a lease. I don't care. If you are not willing to walk away, you are negotiating with a terrorist who knows you have no ammunition. She knows that no matter how badly she treats you, no matter how much she disrespects you, you will stay. You will complain, you will whine, but you will stay. And because you will stay, she has no incentive to treat you like a king. Why would she? She has you for free. You have to reopen your human resources department. You have to walk through the world knowing that you are a catch, that you are a high-value man, that there are billions of women on this planet who would kill to be with a man who has his shit together. This isn't about cheating. It isn't about being disloyal. It is about abundance mindset. When you look at her and think, I want you, but I don't need you, the dynamic shifts. You become the prize. She becomes the one auditioning for the role of first mate. And the paradox, the beautiful, twisted, hilarious paradox of female nature is that the moment you are truly, deeply willing to pack your bags and leave her is the moment she will fight to the death to keep you. She will smell the freedom on you. She will smell the self-respect, and it will intoxicate her. She will realize, oh shit, the lion is out of the cage. I better act right or he's going to eat me or leave me. You have to take the loss leader. You have to be willing to take a short-term loss, an argument, a breakup, a lonely night for a long-term gain, respect, dignity, a healthy relationship, living on your own terms, the legacy. So, what does the future look like? If you follow the protocol, your life is going to change. It's going to get quieter in your head. The anxiety will fade. The desperate need for validation will evaporate. You will wake up in the morning and ask yourself, what do I want to do today? and then you will do it. You will look at your woman not as your mommy, not as your judge, not as your boss, but as a cute, slightly crazy creature that you allow to live in your world because she smells good and brings you soft energy. You will love her, but you will not worship her. You will protect her, but you will not serve her. You have the verbal arsenal to handle her tests. You're being crazy. Shut up. No, I'm going out. You will say these things without a spike in your heart rate. You will say them with a smile, and she will respect you for it. You will become a man who lives unapologetically. You won't apologize for looking at other women. You won't apologize for wanting sex. You won't apologize for your ambition. You will own your nature as a man, a hunter, a builder, a visual creature. And you just hide around, and you just hide around, and you will call, a misogynist. Some weak men will call you toxic. Let them. Their hate is just noise. It is the sound of sheep bleating at a wolf. They hate you because you remind them of what they are too cowardly to be. You are free. They are trapped in a prison of social conditioning, trying to please everyone and pleasing no one. Final orders. I'm done talking. The rest is up to you. You can close this book and go back to being a doormat. You can go back to asking her permission to buy a video game. You can go back to apologizing for breathing too loud. You can go back to the slow, suffocating death of the nice guy. Or you can stand up. You can look in the mirror and decide that from this moment forward, you are the captain. It's going to be hard. The first time you say no and mean it, your hands will shake. The first time you walk out the door during an argument, your stomach will turn. The first time you tell her the brutal truth about her weight or her attitude, you will feel like you are jumping off a cliff. Jump, because the only thing waiting for you at the bottom is your balls. They've been down there waiting for you to come pick them up for years. Stop asking, stop apologizing, stop explaining. Build your happiness. Define your mission. Invite her to join you. And if she refuses, sail the ship without her. You have one life. Do not spend it as a hostage. Do not spend it as a servant. Spend it as a king. Go out there and take what is yours. And if anyone asks you why you're acting like this, you look them dead in the eye and say, because I said so. Now get the fuck out of here and go be a man. Appendix. Beyond the battlefield, cultivating a sovereign life. Congratulations on making it this far. You've walked through the minefield, learned the drills, and hopefully are starting to see the sunrise of a new, more authentic existence. With the Black Phillip philosophy isn't just about surviving the skirmishes. It's about building a kingdom. It's about crafting a life that aligns with your core values, your passions, and your deepest desires. This appendix delves deeper into the principles that will help you not just navigate the battlefield of relationships, but thrive in the grander arena of life. 1. The core pillars of the sovereign man. The principles in this book are intertwined. Here are the core pillars. They're the load-bearing walls of your fortress. Truth above all else. This is the bedrock. Honesty with yourself and others is the foundation of a strong frame. Don't lie to spare feelings. Be direct and authentic, even when it's uncomfortable. Your happiness is paramount. This isn't selfishness, it's self-preservation. Fill your own well. Cultivate hobbies, pursue passions, prioritize your physical and mental health. This allows you to be a generous partner and an effective leader in all areas of your life. Mission-driven existence, you are you weak. What is your mission? What are you building? Identify your purpose and invest your energy there. Your partner is an asset, not the entire portfolio. Friend control. This is the ability to set boundaries, enforce your values, and lead with confidence. It's not about dominance. It's not about establishing a clear reality. Emotional sovereignty. Never let external circumstances dictate your inner state. Control your reactions, cultivate detachment, and find peace within yourself. Abundance mindset. Understand that you are the prize. You have options. You are not desperate. This allows you to walk away when necessary and cultivate genuine connection. These pillars are not static. They are muscles you build through consistent practice. 2. Beyond the romance, cultivating a fulfilling life. While this book is focused on relationships, remember that a fulfilling life extends far beyond romantic partnerships. Here's how to expand your horizons. Cultivate meaningful friendships. True friendships are essential. Choose friends who challenge you, support you, and share your values. Develop your physical and mental health. Consistent exercise, a healthy diet, and mindfulness practices are vital. They build resilience and self-respect. Seek therapy if needed. Taking care of your mental health is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength. Embrace lifelong learning, never stop growing. Read, explore new interests, and constantly challenge your assumptions. Serve a purpose bigger than yourself. Find ways to contribute to something beyond your own self interest. Volunteer, mentor, or support a cause you believe in. This provides a sense of meaning and fulfillment that goes deeper than any romantic relationship. Financial independence builds your financial literacy and aim for independence. Freedom is impossible without financial security. 3. Managing the woke world, navigating modern challenges. You're going to encounter resistance. Modern society, with its emphasis on toxic masculinity and victimhood, will often view your approach with suspicion or hostility. Here's how to navigate these challenges. Define your terms. Be clear on what you mean by concepts like masculinity, respect, and boundaries. The language is often deliberately confusing. Don't apologize for your nature. Stand firm in your convictions. Be respectful of others, but never compromise your values to appease the outraged mob. Focus on character, not label. Build a strong moral compass. Focus on being a man of integrity, honesty, and responsibility. Those virtues are timeless. Choose your battles. You don't have to engage with every troll or critic. Protect your energy. Know when to walk away. Find your tribe. Seek out communities and individuals who share your values. Build connections with like-minded people who can support and encourage you. Develop media literacy. Question everything. Don't blindly accept the narratives presented by mainstream media. Seek out diverse perspectives. 4. The long game, continuous growth and adaptation. The journey doesn't end. You are not aiming to become the perfect man. You are aiming to become a better version of yourself every single day. This requires self-reflection. Regularly assess your progress. Are you living in alignment with your values? Are you making the choices that will lead you towards your goals? Adaptability. Be open to change. The world is constantly evolving. You will need to refine your approach, learn new skills, and challenge your assumptions. Seek feedback. Be open to constructive criticism from those you trust. Failure is a teacher. Don't be afraid to fail. Failure is inevitable. View it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Consistency. This is key. Building a sovereign life requires consistent effort. Make it a habit. Celebrate wins, big and small. Acknowledge your progress and reward yourself for reaching your goals. 5. The ultimate question. What kind of legacy do you want to leave? The true measure of a man is not just how he navigates relationships, but the impact he has on the world. What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? What values do you want to embody? This isn't about fame or fortune. It is about the kind of life you want to live. It's about becoming the best version of yourself and inspiring others to do the same. Think about it. What do you want people to say about you when you're gone? He lived a life of courage. He always told the truth. He never backed down. He was a force for good. He lived on his terms. The answers to these questions are your North Star. They will guide you through the storms and the celebrations. They are the reason you wake up every day and choose to be a man. Go forth and conquer. The path of the sovereign man is not easy, but it is the only path worth walking. The world needs strong, authentic men who are willing to lead, to create, and to challenge the status quo. You now have the tools. Now go out there and build the kingdom you were born to rule.